You have a lot going on, Simu. Why did you think you want to be in those chairs?
I want to be in the den, Eli.
Why? Why?
I love Dragon's Den. I love watching Shark Tank. I love all of it. I know I wasn't a very successful business person coming out of school. I was fired less than a year into my job as an accountant, so it didn't last a long time. But I think that I have a fondness of it, and especially in these last few years in Hollywood, which more than anything else is a business. I feel like I've gained some sort of insight and whatnot into what it takes to weather the storms and the ebbs and the flows and to build something lasting and successful. So yeah, I'm looking forward to channeling that expertise.
Tonight, one of Hollywood's biggest stars enters the den.
First pitch of the day, baby.
He's a Marvel superhero.
Is this what you wanted?
He's a Ken in Barbie.
I can.
And now Simu Liu is a dragon.
Well, I have a Hollywood-sized question.
I hope to come in with some nice jokes, some nice zingers and one-liners. And, I think when it comes to helping founders and entrepreneurs achieve their goals in business, I think, I have a lot of really, aside from the experience, I think I've built a lot of really great connections, both inside the entertainment industry and maybe in partnering them with people that could help build the product or talk about the product, or outside of the industry.
Born in Harbin, China, he came to Canada at 5 years old to join his parents in pursuit of a better life. Raised with a strict academic work ethic, Simu graduated from a prestigious business school before landing a job at one of the world's largest accounting firms, only to be fired 9 months later.
When you break out in Hollywood or whatever it's called, people throw the kitchen sink at you, and it's very easy to become very self-important, especially because we have all these teams that work with us, and managers, publicists, agents, and everything, whose job it is to make sure that you look the best that you possibly can, that that the messaging around you is tailored and is curated and everything like that. So I think when you get an opportunity to, for example, invest in founders and to help entrepreneurs, then it's something that it feels good. It feels like, okay, this gets to take me out of just constantly thinking about myself.
Okay. Dragon's Den, I'm here.
Our Hollywood celebrity, Simu Liu, returns to the den. He's getting down to business.
I mean, $19 million is no joke.
Is there a particular area where you feel a little more comfortable or you want to see pitches from? You're involved in a Chinese street food company, but I also remember seeing your name on a condo. So I'm like, what is happening with this guy?
Yeah, I think I always think about the use case. I always think about, how is this making people's lives better? How does this project or how does the business function in a way that, I can explain this to my friends and get really excited about? I think it goes beyond just myself making a quick buck, because anyone can do that. Anyone can invest in a business. But for me to really use, I guess, my connections and my platform to, help open doors for people and for me to get out of bed and feel excited about making a call, it has to be a business that I fundamentally believe in, and I believe that will better the lives of the people around us. So no crypto is what I'm saying.
Okay. no NFTs.
Yeah, no NFTs. No.
And tonight, the pressure is on.
How much do you think it's worth, Menji?
You're the financial expert here, so what do you think it's worth?
Are you seriously looking at me and telling me that I'm the financial expert?
I want to know for you, once you really, your career started taking off, and your name you were recognized, you were successful, what was that like? What kind of attention, what kind of offers are you getting, and how do you manage this fire hose of attention and people saying, we're going to we want you, we want to grow this is the greatest thing, the greatest tech platform? I mean, it must be bizarre.
Yeah, it's a learning process for sure, especially for someone like me. I've been a people pleaser my whole life, so I don't like to say no to people, especially when they're offering to pay me. I'm like, wait, and you want to pay me? And you want me? I mean, that can be a really tough thing to do, but what I've learned is that actually saying no is quite critical. Yeah. And the things that you say no to are just as important as the things that you say yes to, sometimes even more so. And I'm going to be honest and say that it's been a process. It's been a process. It's been a learning, a learning curve, and It's amazing how much your brain will bend and how much mental gymnastics you will do to justify sometimes something that, is a paycheck that's too good to turn down. That being said, I'm not being paid that much to do this. I could just as easily not do this, but I want to do this, and that's what really excites me about this opportunity.
Do you feel pressure like that acting isn't enough, that it feels like you have this opportunity and you need to cash in, that just performing, you're leaving kind of money on the table?
Interesting. I really prefer not to think of it as a sort of cashing in type of deal, although certainly I do have mortgages to pay. That is a verifiable fact. But I think about it in terms of what excites me. I think straddling the balance between art and commerce is really important. And kind of to what you said, I always, I think, want to make sure that my artistic bucket is filled. But that being said, if all I did were, art form projects and projects for the craft, and I never got a chance to flex my business acumen, I think that would also make me a little sad. I think I and any public figure and you are all multifaceted, three-dimensional human beings with hobbies and aspirations and dreams that don't just fall into one single column. And so I think this is a really great kind of full circle moment, actually, where I get to reclaim my business school background and hopefully get to change the ending so that my lasting legacy in the world is not failed accountant, but successful dragon investor.